Welcome to another episode, guys, of Nourish the Mind, where this program speaks about the mind, the body, and spirit. All things work together to keep us in alignment. So, if you're new to this program, guys, welcome. I'm glad to have you, and I hope that you'll stay. And if you've been with me for a while, peace and love. Keep coming back. So, guys, I have a great program lined up for us. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Slow down, hold on, take a breath. All right, guys, thank you for coming back. Okay, so I have a great program lined up for us. As I mentioned before, it's called Get Up, Dress Up, and Show Up. And what I mean by that is that sometimes we may be going through some stuff, whatever it is that we're going through. We're always going through some stuff. And sometimes we'll think that sitting in that situation, not wanting to go to work, not wanting to do this project, not wanting to face that person, not wanting to do certain things that we know we must do. And we sit there and we stifle in those feelings and nothing gets solved, nothing gets done. But if we try to implement the habit of getting up, dressing up, and showing up, then we can become more resilient, we can get more stuff done, and we can jump over these hurdles of life, because life is a hurdle. There's always going to be challenges, one way or the other, one after the other. Life is just challenging. So it's not that things become any easier. We just become stronger by becoming more resilient. And the way to do that is to get up, dress up, and show up. Keep watching.
And you can't understand why it's happening. But after you go through it, you get back and you look at it and you say, oh, now I understand why I needed that lesson. Have you ever happened to you recently? Have it ever happened to you that I couldn't understand it then? But after I got through it, then I saw that was preparing me for bigger and better things. As you go through the challenges of life and you look at it and embrace whatever comes to you, don't run from it. Step toward it. Don't try and duck it like most people do.
Welcome back. All right, so as you can see, you're going through some stuff, and sometimes we just don't know how to get out of it or how to get over it. But we have to find the inner strength deep down and dig ourselves out of whatever we're going through. Whether we're going to do it by prayer, whether we're going to do it by an inspirational quote or something that we see that just shock the brain, and then we know that it's time to move. But we have to do it some way, somehow, to keep on going, because as I mentioned, guys, life doesn't get any easier. Things are not gonna become any smoother or better. What's gonna happen is we are going to become better, we are going to become smoother, and that's what's going to change our outside environment. All right, so change starts with us. That's why this program speaks about the mind, body, and spirit. This change starts with you, the inner you, and then you start to reflect whatever you want from the outside in. So it's not the other way. It's not from the outside in, it's from the inside out. Stay tuned.
During the hard, difficult times, Les, you must have faith. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas. Unquestionably, you've got to have faith. And that faith gives you patience. That it's not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You got to keep moving and keep plugging away. In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. They have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years.
All right, thank you for joining me back. Okay, so this author, he was back in, I'll have to say back in the days. His name is Jim.
Les
You can look
Brown.
him up for those who are not familiar. And he mentioned that when he started to do motivational talks and speeches all over, you'll have time when people would listen to him. You'll have time when people didn't listen to him. You have days when he felt sick. You have days when he felt like he didn't want to do it. You had days when he was frustrated. He said, regardless of how he felt in those days, he just kept on showing up, kept on showing up, kept on going on, kept on. Whether somebody listened to him or not, he just kept on going. And that is called the law of consistency and the law of persistence. It's like continue to do the same thing over and over. Eventually, it's going to become a habit. And from that habit, it's going to eventually start to bring forth changes. And that's where you're going to get your breakthrough. Today is one of the best known motivational speakers of his time. And even now, people still use his videos as exemplar to inspire and uplift. So whatever it is, keep on showing up, keep on showing up. Once you know you're not doing anything that's going to hurt or harm anyone or the environment, it's going to be something that's beneficial to you and beneficial to others. Keep on doing it, keep on showing up, keep on investing in you. Because sometimes we show up, and most times we show up because the bills need to pay, so we'll show up for that work. We'll show up because this and that need to done. And oftentimes we don't show up for ourselves. Yes, we don't show up for ourselves. We don't read that book that we need to read. We don't spend time with the family that we need to spend time with. We don't do things that is going to help us. We don't take that course. We don't go and get that new job opportunity, whatever it is. We don't show up for ourselves. And when we start showing up for ourselves, that's when others start to show up for us. And that's when doors are starting to open up to us and things are being shown to us. So keep showing up, guys. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, so I have some snippets here of a seminar that I went to in Manhattan. It's called Aspire, and there was a couple of speakers that I like. One, David Goggins, another was Tim Story, and Martha Stewart was there as well. But Tim Story stood out to me with a speech that he mentioned when he went up. Because for those who don't know, Tim Story is a therapist, he's a motivational speaker, he's an author, and he's also one more. I don't remember, sorry. Yeah, but he does a couple of those things. And while he was talking about one of his therapist sessions that he had a client, he mentioned that after a couple of his therapy sessions, he himself had to went and do therapy. And I like, a light bulb hit. A therapist having a therapist. So what does that tell you? That tells us that everybody has something going on. Everyone has something going on. So it's not just you. Believe me, it's not just you. Everybody has something going on, but guess what? We have to keep on doing what we have to do. We keep on showing up, keep on going through. So there's also David Goggins. And for those who does not know, David Goggins is an ex-Navy SEAL. And why his story is so unique and it stands out because he grew up in a very toxic environment. His father was very abusive to him. He would beat them almost to death. He'd beat the mother almost to death. He worked them like slaves. They worked at nights because the father owned like a skating rink. So he would work them at nights and they would have to go to school in the morning. The thing what happened is he developed a learning disability from all the trauma and what was going on. He couldn't learn at school, so he couldn't retain any information. So he said he went through grades as just copying from other people's book. But his story is unique because at some point in his life, in his young adult life, he was able to turn his life around 360 degrees, and he's completely unfiltered because he give it to you raw, he give it to you straight. He's Goggins. I listen to him when I'm doing like my little workout session, Stay Hard. For those who don't know him, Google him, trust me. He's a mouthful. So yes, I have those speakers coming up from a little synopsis of Aspire. Stay tuned, guys.
New York fucking City. You guys go harder than any motherfuckers in the world. You know how many people, famous, hardcore motherfuckers have here in this fucking place? And this is the fucking energy I get? Y'all, I need more than this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bottle this shit up and we're gonna take this energy home with us. Whenever we feel like shit, we're gonna crack that bitch open. 3, 2, 1.
So watch. You have to believe. Then you gotta expect. And then you have to receive. Some of you are not good receivers because you have too much shame.
Come on.
You're thinking about all the things that you should have done different. And so good things come knocking at your door, and you don't open the door because you don't think that you are worthy. Have you ever heard of grace? Have you ever heard of God giving us gifts that we don't even deserve? That's what's about to happen to your life. So open the door and get the mo. Clap your hands and shout. Come on, keep clapping. I'm almost done. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, New York City. Let's do something here.
All right. Thank you for joining me back. So guys, we're at the end of the program and I hope somebody got something. And yeah, I'm sure you guys listen to Goggins. Yes, as I tell you, he is a mouthful. All right. So if you enjoy this program, guys, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe or share. That's how my channel grows. And that's what helps other people to see my content. So for now, peace and love. And I'll see you guys on the next program. Get up, dress up, keep showing up.
Ooh. Slow down, hold on, take a breath. If I could, I'd make me feel less. Something